Morning. It is day 139 on the Appalachian Trail. It's 7:01. This is the latest I've broken down camp in quite a while. Just didn't feel like getting out of bed. It was a little cold this morning. Everybody else already left. And I am going to do my first stop. Literally broke camp like a minute ago, but here's a river. So I have to get my water supply, then climb 2,500 feet, and that starts my day. So hope you follow along. Hey there, so I'm at the top of Old Blue Mountain. It's 3,600 feet. Ran into a snowblower, had a nice talk with him. Back there is where we came from. But I have very little battery today, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to chat for a little bit now, and there may come a point where my phone dies, and I won't be able to recharge it until tomorrow night. So right now it's a ridge, so I figured this is the best time to chat. I just got, like I said, just had a little chat with the southbounder. That was nice. He's doing well. It's been a little colder in the morning, so I started at 7 instead of 6 with everybody else. I'm also, I guess, managing the fact that I feel like I'm fatiguing, and the miles are, they're still tough miles. They're still tough miles, so I've just been kind of dealing with a little homesickness. Everybody in camp is, we're all tired but in good spirits, and we're also kind of counting the days, counting the miles, looking at what's ahead to see what we have to get through, hoping for easy days to rest the legs, talking about taking a Nero or a Zero before we get headed up to the bigger mountains. So there's a lot going on at this point. It's definitely, it's morphing to a finish line mentality, while also trying to kind of just soak it in these last few weeks. For me, I feel like I need a little more alone time, and I'm not sleeping as well because my pad keeps deflating. So let me talk about that for a second. I got a pad. It's lasted, since, I don't know, 1,000 miles or whatever, maybe a little less. And it has a very slow leak that I can't find. And so 3 times a night, I wake up, roll over, reinflate it, roll back over, and try to fall back asleep. And that has been going on for a couple weeks now. And I'm sure that it's affecting my sleep, because when I'm on my side and it's deflating, my hands go numb, which happens to me because of just previous injuries. So that's not a big deal, other than every night waking up, fumbling through, trying to regain feeling in my hands, and then, and then inflating the pad. What we have upcoming is a series of the 4,000 footer section of Maine. And in this 4,000 footer section, of course, there's going to be several climbs. At the end of today, we will have 50 miles left of the range. I don't know really. I know it's like the Bigelows. We passed the Pates. We just passed Old Blue, which wasn't a 4,000 footer. It was 3,600, but it was still one of those high peaks, and it took a couple hours of climbing to get to the top of that. So we still have kind of some arduousness coming up, but I think that normally 50 miles would be 2.5 days. Elsewhere, this might be 3.5 days. And then the terrain really levels off and becomes very woodsy, and not that this isn't woodsy, but it becomes more like river crossings, bogs, just kind of wetland sort of areas. And with that said, that may slow us down. But what's in front of us after today is 50 miles until the final peak. I think it's like Bigelow Avery Peak, and that's the last 4,000 footer until we get to Katahdin, which is about 160 miles, 170 miles north of that, or northeast of that. So that's kind of the mountains that we're going to conquer. Kind of my mental energy right now is waning, but I'm still there. I'm still in good spirits. I do have had some just kind of up and down emotions. But I think that's normal for this point in the trail. And the final thing, I guess, is I'm at, I don't know, mile something, 500-600 on my shoes. And I'm trying to figure out timing for when, sorry, this left arm is getting tired. Trying to figure out the timing of when I can get shoes and have a little break-in period. And that's a tough thing right now. I was going to have them sent to Rangeley, but I haven't had service after the day that I left Gorham. I haven't had good service or reception or whatever on my phone where I could have where I could order the shoes and have the right place to send them. So these ones aren't doing too bad, but I need some new ones. But I also know that for me, there's a 2 to 3 to 4 day break-in period for these shoes, because I know the last ones kind of made my feet ache for a few days, but then they felt great, and they've felt great ever since. I'm just losing that kind of the extra feeling of good feeling on my shoes. So I'm gonna stop for now. I will show some brief landscape stuff while my battery lasts. knowing that tomorrow my battery will probably be dead for the hike, but then we'll do some video. I don't know, maybe at the restaurant, or do some fun stuff so you guys can see my tramily that I've been hanging around with, see them a little bit more tomorrow. So that's where I'm gonna not leave it, but that's about it for now. I will continue to show as much as I can for the rest of the day. And if I still have battery, I'll do some video during the hike, but most of it may be after the hike when I get to recharge my batteries. So I'll keep you posted. It's a pretty view from the bench. And we go this way. I found a garden gnome back here at the top of Bemis Mountain. So yeah, we're clicking along, having a nice day. The sun is shining. All's good. Well, all's good right now. Gonna have lunch soon. The north side of the second Bemis peak. And I think we're heading that way. So after all this climbing deep in the woods, get a nice beautiful view of this lake by this highway. By this highway. All this work, and I could have taken a car, and now you've got the tourists doing the let's climb the rocks and take pictures. Not that I'm jealous or anything. It's been a long day, but enjoy the, like,